Today we're going to be learning multiplication through grouping. Have you ever wanted to give your classmates a goodie, but you didn't know how many items you were supposed to give them? Okay, hopefully this activity will help. Today we're going to act like we're going to give our friends some goodies. So our plates here are just going to represent our friends, and then these counters are going to represent the items we want. So if you wanted to give your friend a jelly bracelet, then we could act like the counters were your jelly bracelets. Okay. First, what we're going to do, I'm going to give you these counters, and there's 12 of them. I want you to break your counters into groups. So, for example, if I were to do 2 groups of 6, there is 2 groups. So I want you to do a different one, or you could do the same one. Break them into groups. Awesome. So how did you break your 12 counters into groups? 3 groups of 4?
Three. No.
Yeah, 3 groups of 4.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. So now we're going to add some dice to this. We're going to just keep working. So I have my 2 dice here. My red one shows me how the number of groups, and the green one shows me the number of items in each. So if I were to write my numbers down, let me roll them first. I have a 4 and a 5. So my 4 means 4 groups, and then 5 means of 5. So 5 items in each. Okay, so I'm going to grab my plates here, which are going to represent my friends, and I'm going to put 4 down. Now I need to look at my green dice and remember how many objects each friend gets. And I see that each friend gets 5. So I'm going to go ahead and put 5 items on each plate. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so now my 4 friends have 5 bracelets each. So now I need to see how many are in total. So if I know that my 4 friends have 5 bracelets, I can count by 5s to see how many is all together. So if I start here, I know it's 5, then 10, then 15, then 20. So if I were to write my problem, it would be 4 times 5 equals 20. So I know that 4 friends give 5 bracelets each. I have to buy 20 bracelets. Okay. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to give you the dice, and we're going to complete some of these together. Okay.
Okay.
So you get to roll the dice, and we're going to be looking at the red dice first, and that tells us how many groups we have.
1.
We have 1. So how many plates would we need?
1.
We would need 1. Okay. And then we look at our green dice, and that tells us how many items or objects we need for our friends. So how many objects do we need?
4.
4. Okay. I need you to put your 4 items in your group. Awesome. So can you tell me how many objects one friend would get?
4.
4. And when we write it, it would be 1 times 4 equals 4. Okay. We're going to do another one. So what I want you to do is roll the dice again. Okay. So when we look at our red dice, what number is on our red dice?
2.
2. So how many groups do we need?
2.
2. Awesome. So here's our 2 groups. And then how many objects do we need for each one?
3.
Okay. So I want you to put your 6 items on their plates. Perfect. Now when we look at our plate, we need to see how many objects are on each plate. So how many objects are on your left plate?
3.
And how many are on your right plate?
3.
So now we know that we could count by threes to see how many are in total. So if we counted by threes, it would be 3,
6.
6. So how many objects do you need to buy?
6.
6. Awesome job. So if we were to write it on our paper, it would be 2 times 3 equals 6. Okay? Now what you're going to do is you're going to complete this activity by yourself. You're going to roll the dice like you have been and creating your groups and your objects. Okay. So when we look here, our red tells us our groups.
Okay. So I need 3 groups.
And then how many items?
1.
Okay. Great. How many items are there all together?
3.
3. So now we know that 3 times 1 equals
3.
right. Okay. I want you to do another one. Roll your dice again. Okay.
I need 6 groups.
Great. Great job. So we have 6 groups with 2 in each. How many are in total?
12.
12. Can you show me by counting how you did it?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
Great. You are rocking this. Awesome job. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we are going to answer 2 questions that I'm going to give you. You will need your pen and you will need your piece of paper. Okay. And then I'm going to grab my piece of paper so then I can read you my questions. Okay? So what does this problem say up here?
7 times 6 equals blank.
Okay. What number is a number that states how many groups are needed?
7.
Okay, I want you to circle that. What number is a number that states how many items are in each group?
6.
Okay, I want you to underline that number. Next, I want you to draw your 7 groups. Great. Now I need you to put your 6 items in each one. Okay, so 7 times 6, how many is there in total here?
42.
42. Great job. Go ahead and write your answer on the blank. We're going to do the same thing with this next problem. So what does this problem say?
2 times 9
Awesome.
equals blank.
What number states how many groups are needed?
2.
And I need you to circle it. Awesome. What number states how many items are in each?
9.
Okay, I want you to underline that number. Great. Now I need you to draw your groups. And I want you to draw now how many items in each.
9.
Great. Awesome. How many groups or how many items do you have in all or in total?
18.
18. Great job. Can you write that up here for me? Awesome job. You worked really hard today. Today we learned another way to view multiplication. We learned that multiplication problems can be broken down into number of objects and number of groups. Tomorrow we will be continuing on this lesson.